Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Functionised Podcast. This is your mad scientist, Jim. News, everybody. We are going to discuss today the contagion of weight loss. Is it real? Is it not real? Is weight loss contagious? If you lose weight, is someone else going around you to lose weight? How many women, I'm going to pick on you ladies, have voiced, and the women, guys, when they come into the lab or the clinic, your nutrition center, I got to tell you, they be talking about you. They really are. Women are thinking if they're doing something that you're going to follow suit. Let's face it. Women don't want to be married to a dad bod. They just don't. But it happens. Almost everybody has a dad bod. Almost. And when they met you, most likely you did not have a dad bod. That's who they fell in love with. You're still the same guy. So they're still with you. There's a lot of comfort involved. But let's face it, when you guys first met, things were probably a little more exciting. And now, on the flip side, let's face it, if the guy's looking at magazines or billboards, guys, come on. Are they really interested in you? If I was looking through girly magazines, am I really interested in my wife? Probably not. I don't look through girly magazines because I'm really interested in my wife, and it's been 20 years, and I'll digress really quick on that one. Anyway, I like her a lot. So, a lot of individuals think if they do things that their partner or other family members are going to follow suit. So, reality says probably not going to happen unless you do it for yourself. But I could be wrong. So let's see if I'm wrong or not. I'm sure everyone right now is like, yeah, Jim's got to be wrong. Let's just stick it to him. Let's make him wrong for once. I don't like being wrong. I'll admit it. I really don't like being wrong. That's why I research so much. So I've got the facts to back me up. There's something called a halo effect. And now this halo effect is going to answer, does a weight loss intervention affect your family member? Husband, wife, son, daughter, etc., etc., etc. So there is a thought out there that when you adopt a different lifestyle change for weight management, family behaviors may change as well. This is called the halo effect. It's a phenomenon. Thinking if you do this subconsciously, it'll just automatically happen. And there's ways I can help you make this happen, so stick with me here. Several studies explored the effect of this halo effect. Of bariatric surgery and dietary interventions, and more research is obviously needed on interventions that combine diet and exercise. The basics. So let's delve in here to a 2-year study that I'm throwing here at you, examining the halo effect in 148 untreated family members of the 6,874 participants in a diet and exercise RCT. Love these things, randomized controlled trials. So in this study, the 6,874 individuals had to either be put into a 2-year lifestyle intervention, which consisted of a hypocaloric, which means a reduced calorie Mediterranean type diet, individualized physical activity, so get your ass up and move, and behavioral support, which is what we do here at Functionized, working with a peak performance coach. It just sounds better, peak performance, right? Or a control group, meaning they ain't doing anything. So 148 family members analyzed for this prospective study didn't receive the lifestyle advice. They simply visited a clinic or simply completed questionnaires. At baseline 1 year and 2 years to assess their weight, adherence to a Mediterranean diet, and physical activity. Did they do their stuff? Did they do what they're supposed to do? You want to know the results, right? So what happens is that the family members of the individuals in the intervention group lost weight at year 1 and year 2. They actually went from around year 1, they lost 2.76 pounds, and over 2 years, rounded up to 9 pounds. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but just losing that little bit permanently, if you are overweight, is a positive thing. It will reduce your chances and stave off disease. Could you lose more? Hells yeah, you could lose a lot more, but this is just the family members, okay? And while the family members of the people in the control group gained weight at 1 year and 2 years, the people in the control group, after 1 year they lost, they gained 7 pounds, and 2 years, another 4 pounds. There is a statistically significant difference at 2 years, not 1 year. So, what is this saying? It's kind of saying what I was saying before. You can't force your spouse no matter what. I keep picking on the spouse. It's the easiest thing. I'm surrounded by it all day. So, you can't force your spouse to do something they don't want to do. Got to do it for yourself. Now, here's some things that you can do. Step 1, get over it. Your family's your family forever, so embrace it. It can be a very good thing. Step 2, stop buying crap in your house. Literally, stop buying crap. If you're the one that does the grocery shopping, buy the foods for you. Just buy a little bit more, and they will eat that stuff too. If you go out and you start buying those Snickers bars because your spouse likes them, they're going to eat those Snickers bars, and they're not going to get to be where you want them to be. Yeah, we're playing some little manipulation without actually manipulating. It's another analogy here. You start taking your kids to a fast food restaurant all the time because they just have to eat. Or let's face it, the drive-through is really simple. You pay $1, they get a meal, and you're off to the races and can keep on going with your day with the least amount of effort possible. But you're effing up your kids. You're screwing up their mentality on how they should eat. You're screwing them up long-term because they think this is okay. They're going to become obese like yourself. And then they're going to have to go through all this pain and suffering that you're going through, the mental anguish that you're going through later in life. So fix your kids, fix your family in the here and now. Now, you can't control what your family's doing outside of the house, but if you do it right in the house, they're going to be following suit as well. Another thing that I have found works as well, get hot again. Yeah, get sexy, get hot. Go that extra mile. Get to the point of being in the best shape of your entire life. Find a picture from when you were in your early 20s. Get there again. You can get there. There's no reason why you can't get there. So do that for yourself. Focus on that yourself. Now, here's why this works and why it works so much. Your spouse is going to feel like a fat ass that doesn't belong with you anymore because you look amazing. So they are going to hopefully get into that mentality of the primalistic perspective of, I need to attract my spouse again. Now, if you are super hot, they need to now keep up. So on their own, they're going to most likely start becoming more physically active. They're going to skip those Snickers bars on their own and consume what you're making for the meals that you just make another serving for them. You harp on them, they're going to run. They will not do anything. Just let it happen organically. This has worked time and time again with so many couples. When it comes to other family members, with kids, for instance, same thing. Be the best you possible. Your kids go through the teenage years, they become lazy little bums. Encourage them to play a sport in school. Encourage them to be out with their friends. But the more you force them, the more they're going to push against you. But what you can do is fill the house with nutritious foods that you want them to eat. Call it a day. You want them to go above and beyond, get some lab testing so you know what foods to put in the house for them in the first place. That's taking another step too. Now, I know you're going to have questions and comments, and I encourage you, please leave them in the box below. I will respond to them. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, as always, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. And tomorrow, you will be a better version of yourself than you are today. Keep doing this each and every day. Be awesome because you are. As always, live functionized.